Okay, guys, let's take a look at our Nasdaq 100. So about this move here, we actually predicted this move. We did analysis on about September 13th that we will be having a good amount of drop on this our Nasdaq 100, where a lot of people actually did not believe, but actually see it. We actually had this drop on this Nasdaq 100. So basically, what we'll be seeing again is that we'll very much likely be having another huge amount of drop. But to actually predict it or why we arrive at that, we would go to our weekly time frame. Now let's see it this way. This weekly time frame, we have to zoom it out, so make sure you stick to the end to actually get this analysis properly. We have to see it this way. Weekly time frame, we are actually on an uptrend on this Nasdaq 100, right? We have actually been moving up. Nasdaq 100 has actually been going bullish, giving us that bullish until about late, was it on about November, late 2021, then we started having that drop. So basically now our Nasdaq 100 is now on a bearish move. We are no longer on an uptrend move on the weekly time frame. We are now on a downtrend move on this Nasdaq 100, which means the Nasdaq 100 is now dropping. That is to say that a lot of stocks are now dropping. Therefore, the Nasdaq 100 will continue to drop. So basically, see it this way. There was a drop here, we had a correction one, there was another drop again. So that is alone is to tell you that Nasdaq 100 is now bearish. So if you want to trade it on this weekly time frame standpoint, there's one thing to look out for, is to actually look for a way to short this. So basically, this is the Nasdaq 100, this is our lows here, this was our lower lows, this is the lowest point we've actually gotten to, since 2020 on this Nasdaq 100. Now we've had a pullback, we see here as a pullback, and guess what? After the pullback, what we are expecting next is another drop again, possibly to even take out this low. So we are expecting the drop to take out these lows on this Nasdaq 100. But before we actually take out the lows, we would want to see the Nasdaq 100 to drop to take out this level where our price actually had the pullback from. This was the previous lower lows level here. So price gave us a pullback level, right? A correction. Now we are expecting a drop to get to that our level, which was our previous lower lows. So once it gets to our previous lower lows level, then we are expecting a drop again on this Nasdaq 100. So weekly time frame, we are expecting to short. So we should have to actually go and short, look for a way to sell this Nasdaq 100. That is one. Now let's zoom it now to our daily time frame. So daily time frame of this move, we are actually on a bearish move. See it this way, we saw the trend, it's actually going down. Now if you start to see it now, this was actually a correction on the weekly time frame. So this is a correction. If you see it on the weekly time frame, we saw it's a correction movement. So basically that's why the price was above the 10 period moving average, because this was actually a correction. But of now, we are going to be zooming this, we'll be looking at our price of this recent move. We would want to see where our price will be moving for the next day. So therefore, we've highlighted this level. So basically, this move here, what are we seeing? It is actually a bearish move. So we've actually had an impulse move. So we actually did analysis on the 13th that once price actually gets to this certain level, we would actually have a drop, which means on the 13th of that September, we'll be having a drop, at which we actually had the drop. Now, so basically, we would want to see where our price will be moving for the next day, which is on the 15th. So now let's take it start from this level. There was an impulse move, right? There was a correction. It's our 10 period moving average. We had another impulse move here. So we've now had a correction, right? This correction actually got to the level where our price gave us a pullback. So this was where we saw the drop here, then a pullback occurred here, right? So this is a level here we'll be looking at. So the price pushes down, broke out of it, and it came back to test that level, which was our previous pullback level. What we have predicted next is that we actually have a drop. So we've actually gotten a drop. So what are we expecting again on this Nasdaq 100? We are expecting another drop again to actually break this low. So definitely we are waiting for our Nasdaq 100 to give us that good amount of drop to break these lows. So that is exactly what we are seeing. Now our Nasdaq 100 actually came to this level where was our previous lows on this daily time frame. This was the previous lower lows here. So price actually came to this level here. So we actually had a little bit of a pullback. After this pullback, what are we expecting next again? Another drop again on this NASDAQ 100. So NASDAQ 100 very much likely the next day would actually open and close bearish. So after this little bit of pullback, we would be getting on this NASDAQ 100, then we should be expecting another drop again on this NASDAQ 100. Now to actually place this trade, to actually enter this trade, we would roll down to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame is the time frame to actually place this trade. So you'll see it by the way. So 4-hour time frame, what does it say? It says we are actually on a bearish move, so we actually be going bearish and actually be going down. So one thing is that if you are to short it, we want to see, we saw this huge drop, right? We want to see when the pullback is over. Let's see if the pullback will be over around this level, the level of about 12417. So currently this NASDAQ is trading at 12169.5. So basically, if you have the correction straight to 12417, at least this level here where it has reacted to, so this huge week here, we saw it also react to this level. So basically, let's see if the NASDAQ will actually roll up, get to this our level we just highlighted, then we'll be having another drop again on this NASDAQ 100. So to enter this trade, wait for the pullback to be over. Once the pullback is over on this NASDAQ 100 on the 4-hour time frame, then you can actually now short and go down on this NASDAQ 100. And lastly, the 1-hour time frame. So 1-hour time frame, we are still also expecting a bearish move. So I've just highlighted a key level. We'll be expecting our level to react from. See this level reacted from this level. We saw it reacted at this level, and again once we add this level, it's actually give us this huge week which acted at this level. Now we've had this huge amount of drop, we are seeing a correction happen. So let's see if the correction will go to this level we've had this multiple rejection from. So once it gets to that level, we would be expecting again a drop on this NASDAQ 100. So NASDAQ 100, we are expecting a drop, but before we have the drop, the pullback must be over.